ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Sick of these things. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another TMNT action figure review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Metalhead Ultimates figure by Super7. If you're trying to pick up your Super7 figures, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Way down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And this is my second Ultimates figure right over here. I'm very stoked for this. I like this whole logo for Metalhead. It says Metalhead at the bottom. And then you get this nice green with a little bit of a gradient to it, or not gradient, but it has, you know, kind of mixes in and out between two different greens. Anyway, it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right there, and it says Ultimates right here, all spot varnished on the top, and then on the bottom you get your UPC and everything, and then you could go ahead and lift this up so you could do the Super7 plop. Or it's an Ultimates plop, really, right? But anyway, you can see Metalhead inside there looking badass already. I really like this whole Castle Grayskull look that they have going on. No, it's not supposed to be Castle Grayskull. Anyway, on the back right there, there's a read-up. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. It says Super7 and Nickelodeon right over there. And then on this side, you can see the green brick. And then you get the same Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles logo at the top. So let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Metalhead out of the packaging, and a very, very cool looking figure with a lot of accessories. So let's get a closer look at those, then we'll get a closer look at Metalhead. So we get the two Metalhead heads, and we get these other accessories right here, the fisted hands. You get a set of weapon holding hands or grenade holding hands, then these wide open hands over here. All the deco on here, the black paint looks really solid and very accurately applied. I really like that. Then you have this other extendo hand right over here with this finger whip coming out right over there. You can see how the tip of the finger is bent back. I mean, you cannot close this or anything. And again, paint apps right over there look very clean. It's like that on all of them, not sloppy on any of them. And you can see how this comes all the way out. It doesn't have a bendy wire in it, which would have been nice, but still, I do like this accessory. And then you get this faux tree right over here, which I think is awesome. How we used to get with our G1 TMNT figures. So I think that's really cool that they included this. It's a nice little bonus. The grenades themselves, though, for the actual figure look really cool with this added gunmetal gray right there. So I'm really happy with that. You get two of these. Then you have the backpack right here, and you can see he does have a turtle in his sights. So that's pretty cool. It's very subtle, but you can see the lighter green paint added. It says pizza right over there. A little bit of metallic green right over here. So I do like the added paint detail on this. And you can see right there on those knobs. And I'll plug this into Metalhead in a second. You get the radar dish, and that looks pretty cool. You could port that in here, or you could port the propeller for his whole helicopter feature in right here, and this does rotate. Again, you got some added metallic looking green, so I do like that. And then you could go ahead and take this off, and you could also use this propeller right here for the hand. So that's how they have the two different port sizes right over there. See, this just fits inside right there pretty easy. Now, he is handless right now, but it does feel really weird without him having this whole backpack on here. So it has a port that does plug into the very back of the figure. You can see how it looks right over here. I love that shiny metallic gold, and it ports in right there, and then just port in right over here and right over there, and now you have your Metalhead with his backpack. And I guess I'm gonna leave that radar dish right over here. So you're just looking at the first Metalhead head, and it looks pretty good. I mean, the sculpts are the same on both of these. The main difference just being the light piping feature is not on this particular head, but on the other one. You can see the eyes are painted very nicely, though. Nice clean paint for the yellow and the green, except for right over there. You can see some splotching going on. But I will say, most of the paint apps on this figure are actually pretty clean. I do like the sculpt right there for the brains. Then you can see the back of the head. Now, when you take these off, you are going to get some gold scuffage right over there. So while that's unfortunate, it doesn't bother me because it does get covered after you put the head on. As you can see right there. So it still looks really good right underneath there. And you can see that we get the light piping head. Same sculpt again. And you can see that light piping brain. And to demonstrate that light piping feature, it looks pretty sweet. I do like that. pretty cool. So I just wish that we got maybe another head with a different expression, you know what I mean? Because it's really the same head, you know, and the paint does look cleaner, so I'm keeping this head on here. So yeah, looks pretty good. Much cleaner than the other one for sure. And I gotta say, I love the sculpted details and paint applications on this figure. It just looks great, man. The arms look really good. All this paint right over here looks very solid. This material right here for the elbow pads is fairly soft, so you can shift it around. I mean, look at the detail right there for those little silver dots. Looks great. Again, all the hands look fantastic. And then on this side right here, it's a bit different, so it's not the same exact thing on each side. You can see on the back of the arm right over there. And here's some of the shell again, which we saw earlier. I love this metallic gold paint. It looks amazing. Then all these details right over here on the legs, man. See, you get a little lightning bolt in silver right there. Yellow paint apps look really good on this. And then all these dots are all very well applied with the paint apps. So that makes me really happy to see, man. So that really stands out. I really dig it a lot. The feet look really good over here too. And then it does not have peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Oh no, I just got a little break on mine. This wire right over here. Jeez, I didn't notice that until just now. Wow, I didn't expect them to catch this detail, but the rings on these grenades right here on the side that are painted in the gunmetal gray. And get this extra little oil can right over here, which you'll need, along with a funnel, of course. You're going to need that. I was going to try to get these grenades to latch onto the belt over here, but it's not really working out. As far as articulation goes, again, you could rotate this right here, and you can see that the heads will move up. You can move them downward, rotate side to side, and you get some head tilting up there as well. Shoulders will move outward just that far. You can move them inward this much, and you could rotate a full 360 all the way around. It will bump into the shell a little bit. You get a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow that does not kind of meets the 90-degree mark. Then all the wrists turn side to side, and they do hinge up and down, but they do pop off fairly easy. I find part of the hand bumping into the wrist, and that will cause to kind of leverage it off of the peg. So that could be a little frustrating. You do get a little bit of waist articulation right here. You could see the butt right there kind of shifting forward when I grab the legs, so it doesn't really count, but it, you know, it allows some mobility, as well as this rotation right over here, which tends to get, you know, back into place, you know, so it's just a little bit of shifting around right here. The hip joints are very loose on my figure though, and I've heard the complaints about this, and my friend Charlie, I got to see his Leo figure, and it had the loose hip joints, so you can get him to do the splits all the way. It's very limber, but yeah, it's just, it does get loose. You can see it'll kick all the way forward, back a little bit. There is an upper thigh cut in there, which is nicely hidden. Then you get a single jointed knee. Then you get rotation at the knee. Don't bend it too far, or else you'll snap the wire like how I did on mine. So you can see on this one that did not break yet. You could only just turn that much. Then the ankles do move down. You can move them upward, and it has beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out Metalhead right to the top of his metal head, he's standing right at 6 inches tall. And then for a metal head comparison, we have our Super 7 Ultimates version next to my G1 metal head right over here. Yeah, it's missing some pieces, you think, maybe, but man, I'm very impressed with how Super 7 has really taken this design and just made it work for this larger scale over here. I mean, there's more paint apps and everything on this one, of course, compared to the older one, and I really like how the colors match up. And then we don't have back metal on this, but I do like that shiny gold. It is nice and shiny. I like it. Hopefully we see something like that on the Silverhawks, please. And then for another metalhead comparison, we have our G1 toy version next to the cartoon version deluxe figure from NECA Toys. And yeah, these are two very different figures, same character. And then here's the Super 7 Ultimates metalhead. Next to my only other Ultimates figure I have in my collection, we have Conan the Barbarian. I did want to compare this Super 7 Ultimates metalhead next to the NECA Toys a cartoon promo Leonardo, which is the closest thing to their actual, you know, G1 TMNT figure color scheme. And these actually kind of scale together pretty well, I think, right? No, they don't look bad next to each other. And then here's the Ultimates metalhead next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, is there a Ninja Turtle riding that thing? Kind of like Iron Man, but it's like an iron turtle. Or like a turtle with a head made out of metal, like a metal head. Ha, I just figured it out! So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please show some love to the channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people over here that contribute via the Tron. If you want to pay it forward, check it out. Link in the description below. This figure is a lot of fun. I do like this figure. I do have my frustrations with the articulation. I talked about those hip joints. That's frustrating. I wish we had a different facial expression with with the head. So I do really like how it looks. You know, that's kind of what I was hoping for with this figure. With the Super 7 figures, I know they're not big on articulation, so what I was looking for was paint apps that were going to make me happy. And I got him, and I love the sculpt, and I love the paint detail on this figure. I still wish it had more articulation. It has a decent amount of articulation, but I'm overall just really happy with the figure, and at the price point of around $50, I'm gonna give this Ultimates Metalhead a Sun rating of
I love it!
and I'd like to know what you guys think. It does come with a lot of accessories, several repeat accessories, but I'm happy with what I have over here. I think it looks dope. I want to know what you guys think, so let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,